Hello and welcome to this 25-minute yoga flow for lower body strength. My name is Becky and today I'm going to be using 2 yoga bricks. Feel free to press pause if you need to go and get some yoga props. If you don't have yoga bricks, you can use books instead. And coming into a comfortable seated position when you're ready, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe that's sitting up on a yoga prop or a blanket to really help lengthen the spine. And then from here, begin to take some nice big shoulder rolls. And then finding some half moon circles with the neck. Just moving slowly from side to side. Coming back to center. And then stretching the left arm overhead, coming into a nice side stretch. Coming back to center and then just switching. Coming back to center. From here, take a nice deep inhale as you lift the arms up overhead and then twist on over to the right. So left arm comes to right knee. On every inhale, think of sitting up even taller. And then as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And then release, lifting the arms back up and switching to the other side. Twisting to the left. And release, lifting the arms once more and lowering and transitioning into a tabletop, coming onto hands and knees. And then from here, finding cat-cow. So inhale, drawing chest forward, and exhale, rounding through the whole spine. As you round the spine, think about really drawing your chin into the chest. Just notice how the spine is feeling today. Okay, and next time you're around, sitting back into child's pose, hips to heels. Using your fingertips to walk yourself back up, bring your fingers behind you, squeezing shoulder blades together and lifting the chest up. Imagine you're squeezing a pencil behind the shoulder blades. Maybe you also lift the hips. Finding a nice opening in the front of the body, lowering back down and then rounding into cat pose. From here, just making sure you've got a little bit of space in front of you. Shifting forward with the hips and then lowering all the way onto the belly. Take an inhale and come up into baby cobra, holding this pose for a couple of breaths. Maybe you challenge yourself by lifting the hands off the mat. And then lower back down, bringing hands to the outside of your mat, feet as wide as the mat, turning the hands out, lift on up on an inhale into a high cobra, and then exhale to lower back down, twice more. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. One more time. And then from here, pressing back up into tabletop and then sending hips to heels, child's pose. Okay, when you're ready, lifting back up into tabletop, and we'll take thread the needle from here. So lifting up the right hand towards the sky and then threading that right arm underneath the left side of the face reaches the mat. Option here to send the left hand out long towards the top of your mat, or maybe wrapping it around the back, maybe taking hold of the right hip crease, staying there, or option to lengthen your left leg, maybe even lifting the left leg. If you're coming into the balance, really think about turning the left hip down towards the mat. That's going to help with your balance. Okay, releasing, coming back into your tabletop, and then lifting the right arm up to the ceiling once more. And we'll take that straight to the other side. So lifting left arm up towards the ceiling. And then threading that arm underneath the right, left side of the face. Reaches the mat, staying here, or maybe reaching that right arm towards the top of the mat. Another option is to wrap the right arm around the back, trying to grab hold of the left hip crease. Maybe your right leg extends behind you. Maybe you find that balance and lift your right leg off the mat. The key here to really press into the back of the left arm. Okay, lowering back down and then gently unwinding your twist. Reaching that left arm up once again. And then from here, you are going to tuck the toes and send the hips up and back into a downward dog. Think about sending your tailbone up as high as the ceiling, maybe pedaling at the feet. Pressing through the hands, fingers are nice and wide. On your next inhale, wave the spine forward to plank, and then exhale, make your way back to dog. 2 more times like this, inhaling to plank, and then bending knees, waving the spine back to down dog. Once more, coming forward to plank, and then sending the hips up and back, downward dog. Lowering knees, sending hips to heels, and lowering into child's pose. Coming back up into your down dog. And on your next inhale, send the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to chest, stepping the foot in between the hands. Back knee lowers, lift on up into your low lunge. From here, on an exhale, begin to cactus the arms out wide. And think about really squeezing the shoulder blades together and just allowing the arms to lower in a circle. And then taking some big circles, coming into your cactus arms on the exhale. So inhale, hinging forward, sweeping the arms up, and then cactusing the arms as you lower. One more time like that. And now grabbing hold of your yoga bricks, placing them either side of the front foot. On an inhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward. Exhale, circle the arm back. Inhale, bring the arm back forward to the block. And then exhale, lift the back knee, long pyramid. Front foot is flexed. Inhale, lower the knee back down. Right arm reaches forward. Exhale, circling the arm behind you. Inhale, returning the hand to the brick. And then exhale, long pyramid. One more time just like this, so coming back into your low lunge, arm reaches forward, right arm circles back. Inhale, bring the hand back to the block, and then exhale, long pyramid. This time as you come back, keep your back knee hovering off the mat. So coming up into a crescent lunge. Lifting arms over the head, and we're finding those arm circles again, so cactusing the arms and then finding some big arm circles. So hinging forward on an inhale as you sweep the arms up, and then cactusing the arms back, this time stepping up into chair pose. And then turn the palms down and slowly lower the arms as you stand, coming into Tadasana and lifting up the heels. Here comes my lovely helper Bruce to knock my blocks over. Lowering the heels back down. And then bending the knees, sinking hips low, coming back into chair. Really think about hugging the knees and inner thighs together. Bringing hands to prayer. And then taking a twist over to the right. Seeing if you can find connection with the left elbow to the outer right knee. Trying not to let one hip creep forward. So think about sending that left hip back, right hip forward. Okay, coming back to center and then turning to the left. You might be really starting to feel this in the right quads now. And then release, coming back to center, back into your chair. We're almost done here, and then folding forward. And maybe you turn this into a ragdoll, taking hold of opposite elbows and swaying gently from side to side. On your next inhale, coming up into a half lift, and then exhale to lower, stepping back into a down dog. On your next inhale, waving the spine forward to plank, and then exhale, bending the elbows, lowering all the way to belly. Inhale, baby cobra in the upper body, and then lifting the back legs like locust. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Bruce having another go at my blocks. And then lowering back down, pressing back into down dog. He absolutely loves knocking my blocks over. He's a funny bunny. Alright, second side. Inhale, left leg lifts up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping the left foot in between the hands, back knee lowers, coming up into low lunge. Really think about grounding through that front heel and pressing the whole of the back shin into the mat. Finding those cactus arms once again, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then finding those big circles of the arms, cactusing the arms as you exhale. Inhale, sweeping the arms forward. Exhale to cactus, opening the chest. One more time. Really nice. And then getting your yoga bricks. Having to retrieve them from your fairy friend if they've stolen them. And then inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, circle the arm behind. Inhale, circling it back again. And then exhale, long pyramid. Repeat. Inhale, low lunge, left arm forward. Exhale, circle the arm back. Inhale, arm circles forward, back to the block. And then exhale, long pyramid, flexing that front foot. One more time, low lunge, left arm forward. Exhale, arm circles back to twist. Inhale, arm circling back to your brick. And then exhale, long pyramid. This time as you re-bend into your lunge, keep that back knee hovering, coming up into a crescent lunge. Really strong and stable in the legs here, cactusing the arms. And then finding 3 circles like we did before. So inhale, tilting the torso forward as you sweep the arms overhead, lifting through the chest as you cactus the arms, and then transitioning into chair pose. Sinking hips low, weight in the heels, and then lifting up to stand, lifting up the heels, just taking a moment to find your balance, and then lowering back down. Coming back into chair, I want you to brush the floor with your fingertips. Tailbone lengthening, not too much arching in the low spine. Hands to prayer, and then twisting over to the left. Maybe your right elbow connects with the outer left knee. Finding that twist in the upper spine rather than the hips. Hips are nice and neutral. Twisting, and then turning to the other side. I have to say I was really struggling by this point. I'd been doing squats and lunges the night before, so this was not pleasant. But we move, we keep breathing when things get tough. Coming back into chair, and then coming into your forward fold, re-bending. Maybe you just want to wiggle the legs a little bit here to release them. Maybe coming into ragdoll again, or just finding stillness in your forward fold. It's completely up to you. We're here for a couple of breaths. Okay, on your next inhale, coming up into a half lift. And exhale, rebending, stepping back into down dog. Inhale, waving the spine forward to plank, and then exhaling all the way to belly. Inhale, cobra in the upper body, locust in the lower body. I'm not sure if there is an actual name for this pose, but that's what we're doing. Think about really squeezing those shoulder blades together, sending the chest forward. And then lowering back down, pressing yourself into your downward dog. From here, lowering the knees, taking child's pose. Maybe you're making this a wide legs child's pose this time. And then walking hands over to the right. Placing your left palm on top of the right palm and pressing down. Just finding a little bit of traction, trying to find a side stretch. And then walking hands over to the left. Right palm over left, and then just a gentle press down through the hands. Coming back to center. And then walking yourself up into a kneeling position. Take your hips off to one side, swinging your legs out in front of you, coming into Dandasana, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you sit up on a block or the edge of a blanket. From here, hugging the right knee in towards the chest and really give it a hug, squeeze it in tight. Coming into a twist here, hugging the leg, the right knee with the left arm. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale again to lift up nice and tall, and then exhale to twist. Twisting to the right. Keeping that left foot flexed and finding engagement through that straightened leg. Slowly begin to unwind your twist and then just twist the other way, so just finding a little counter twist. Back to center and switching legs. So this time hugging your left knee in, giving a nice big squeeze, compressing that hip. And then hugging the knee with your right arm, coming into your twist. Really think about grounding through the sitting bones to lift up nice and tall. And then slowly unwinding, just finding a little counter twist the other way. And then release, straightening out both legs long, coming into a seated forward fold, arms lift up, and then leading with the chest as you fold. Knees can be bent here, flexing through the feet, trying to keep the spine nice and long. So we're aiming to drape our torsos over the legs here and just really prioritize reaching the chest forward rather than trying to just get the forehead to the knees by rounding through the spine. Okay, slowly coming up, using your hands to help you. And then bending into the knees, soles of feet to the mat. Taking your hands behind you, fingertips facing towards the hips. And then lifting the hips up into reverse table. Lowering back down. And then coming to lie down on your back. Plugging knees into chest. Then straighten your left leg out long, keeping that right knee hugging in, and then gently guiding the knee over the left leg, coming into a reclined twist. Slowly unwinding. And switching legs, so hugging left knee into chest and then gently guiding it over the right leg. Gently releasing your twist, hugging knees to chest once more. Finding any final movements before setting up for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Closing down the eyes if that feels okay. Getting out any last fidgets. See if you can make yourself just 1% more comfortable. Allowing your bones to feel heavy, muscles to soften, and just sinking into your breath. Arriving back into your body, find a little bit of movement in the fingers and toes. And then bending one knee into chest, rolling onto one side, and gently pressing yourself up into a seated position. Taking some shoulder rolls, and then finding another side stretch over to the right. Releasing, and then stretching the other way. Take a few breaths together to finish, so inhale, sweeping arms overhead, and then exhale, lowering the arms back down. Deep breath in to lift the arms, and exhale to lower. Once more, inhale, palms touch this time, palms to forehead and bowing forward. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I'd love it if you gave this video a thumbs up and if you subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you soon.